relates to building up of heavy metals and toxins in the body, increasing your likelihood of developing things like cancer, diabetes, problems with your kidneys, liver, various issues with organs of detoxification, which of course those are kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. And two of the products that we actually had highlighted and started using for that promotion would of course have been Santulan, which is our 7-channel detox, and the Alkagen water. So a lot to talk about. So keep in mind too our telephone numbers and locations. Shogunas, which is our head office, that's Montrose Main Road, Shogunas, the first floor of Money Talks building. We also are in Debe. Debe is the corner of Ramsamooch Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. We also have St. James, that's Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. And Tobago, of course, is the Triangle Building. Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. Very exciting news, that office opening just now. You know, there are a lot of work we had to do. We basically did a new office in Scarborough. So, of course, you know, that would have been a lot of work and planning and whatnot. So we almost reached the finish line. We're hoping, God's willing, that we open, if not the middle of March, definitely before the end of March, of course. We'll be having that opening. And that office, of course, is in Scarborough. That's Scarborough Triangle Building. And the telephone number you can call for Tobago is 226-4553. That's 226-4553. Anyone you know who may have specific challenges as regards to what we're discussing, this particular situation as it relates to perimenopause. So let's stick a pin in this point here, for want of a better expression. Women who have problems with perimenopause, menopause we know is a transitioning period in a female's life as it relates to the cessation of her menstrual cycle and some changes in the body hormone. Women during menopause, so either premenopause or perimenopause, which is before, premenopause, sorry, which is before, menopause, which is during, and postmenopause, which is subsequent. And I want you to pay very close attention to the subsequent or the last aspect of after menopause, because a lot of women do not understand that if you do not take care of your hormones, so you might say, okay, my menopause was good. I didn't have any hot flashes. I didn't have this, I didn't have that. And then 10 years after, you feel like you want to die. Because you didn't put things in place to ensure for that hormonal transition. All women go through hormonal transition, some worse than others. But the point I'm making, if you don't take care of yourself, going with the old people adage, a ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure, then you're going to be in problems. You're going to be in a lot of problems. So that don't make any sense to me. You know, try and prevent things from happening to you. Don't wait until you're nervous, you're losing, you have weakness in your feet, you're not falling asleep, your blood pressure high, you don't want to talk to nobody, you're just crying down the place like a mad lady. All these symptoms, the hot flashes, you in Canada and you sweating during winter. No, something is wrong. So you need to address those. So feel free to give us a call or visit. Those telephone numbers again and locations. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. That telephone number is 222-8261. Again, that's 222-8261. And keep in mind the Indian promotion. So if you're listening to this and you may be a mechanic or you own a mechanic shop or you do straightening and painting, you also someone involved in agriculture. So you do, you know, gardening, you spray, you use chemicals. Please try and take better care of yourself. We have a lot of persons coming in now. In fact, all the males that I'm dealing with right now with prostate cancer are all gardeners, either current gardeners or retired gardeners. So please now, don't wait until, you know, it's too late and you're in problems. Once you're dealing with certain chemicals, you're interacting with chemicals, even when you use your PP, you are still at risk of absorption and exposure to these chemicals. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. So please don't wait until you're in pain and then it's because you go on it's cancer you have. We can help you at that stage too, you know, but don't make your work and the expense. You know, a lot of people talk about health things and they say, you know, health things so expensive. You know, okay, I always tell persons, that's why I said, if you think health expensive, try sickness. If you look at it in compare, you know, the old people are saying an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. An ounce is 1 ounce, right? A pound is what, 16 ounces, right? So it's better to put the money now to take care of yourself than to wait in the long run and you have to get kidney. And the thing is, those things, a lot of those things don't work. So you end up dying, you suffer. You put your family through expense. I believe when coming to save someone's life, there's no such thing as unnecessary expense. I would never use the word unnecessary expense in a sentence as it relates to someone's life. I believe if you have a loved one, and any amount of money you spend to keep your loved ones alive, the point is, a lot of the times you waited too late and it's too much. Very soon we'll be starting our clinics where we'll be actually advertising specific clinics now. Especially I'm looking forward to the kidney rehabilitation clinic. That's something that we have been, I wouldn't say practicing is the word because that's not the word, but we have had a lot of experience with persons who have had kidney problems, various stages, which we have helped to reverse and correct significantly, so much so that these persons did not have to go on dialysis. You know, I always tell persons the kidney is one of the most difficult organs in the body to deal with. I kid you not, especially from an interactive perspective. I mean, I am a specialist consultant in integrative medicine, and I mean, what that means is that usually a lot of cases that people, Western doctors would shy away from, and they tell you, listen to me, you're going to die, you're going to die. When you come to someone like myself, Batson and Associates, very rare I tell people I can't help them. Very rare. Very, very rare. Unless you have waited too long. So there is a point that you could wait. That is too long. So try your best, you know, and give us some information. Contact us. Keep in mind, we are live on our social media platforms. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. And on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Limited. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our listeners on our Instagram. We have the real James has joined us. Serenity Vicky has also joined us. Serenity Vicky is saying St. James branch is a little difficult to find. What's the name of the street again? I'm going to get the name of the street. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's Red Edge Mall. And Red Edge Mall is, I mean, everybody kind of have a fair idea where that mall is. But I'll get the name of the street and I'll give you it before the program is out. Okay? Divine Daughter says, greeting Dr. Batson. Can you tell me if vitamin K2 helps with heavy menstrual bleeding? I'm going to have to check that. In fact, actually, I think it might do the reverse, you know. I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to check it just now and let you know. All right, we have a question?
Yeah, so we have a question for you. And yes, this is related to menopause, but also cardiovascular disease. So what products would you recommend to help the heart?
Heart. There are a number of products we carry at Batson and Associates that can help with that. Nerve Restore for one, because Nerve Restore helps in the body in all systems, all organ systems, musculoskeletal, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, endocrine, a number of systems. The arginine product that helps with nitric oxide, that's big on my list. We always have to be replenishing that product because we sell a lot of it. The optimizer is also very good as well. In addition to that, the alphas are also a very good product. The omega with the astaxanthin is also very good. The water and santulan will always cover because you need to do some sort of detox eventually, or some progressively detox. But detoxing is very important. So we would just have to determine your toxicity level, because some people are very toxic, and if you are, you cannot go and do a cleanse just like that. You are going to make yourself very sick. In some cases, you can die. When you hear people talk about because I have known scientifically and data-wise, not much persons have died from taking herbs, and I'm telling you this because I know for sure, as opposed to Western medicine, and that's not me arguing, but it's a fact. I mean, there are millions of deaths annually as a result of medication, prescribed medication, whereas with herbs and supplements, it's very small, if existent at all. But what I was going to say, in case where you have death of someone who has used some sort of herbal remedy, it is because of that particular case. Their toxic levels are very high. And that's one of the things we determine at Batson and Associates, to see how, when we do live nutritional blood cell analysis, what it does, it gives us the opportunity, especially in the dry blood analysis, to know what is known as your biological terrain. And I have spoken about this on numerous occasions. With biological terrain, what you're actually able to see is the condition of the gastrointestinal, the hormonal system in its rawness, or in its entirety. And that's very important, because because I'll tell you something, there are persons who came to us, and when we looked at it, there's something known as oxidative stress. And oxidative stress usually is very high in persons who have cancer, persons who have not even HIV, but if you have AIDS, which is acquired immune deficiency syndrome, which is a syndrome that you can have and not have HIV. Because acquired immune deficiency syndrome is a state of the body which can be brought about by any disease, right? Keep that in mind. That's something a lot of persons do not understand. Yes, we have a question.
So if a woman is in the perimenopause stage, can she still get pregnant?
If she's in perimenopause, excuse me. No, she can't. No. The thing is, what you have to determine is whether you went through menopause in the first place or not. A lot of women who have hormonal challenges and hormonal imbalance in their body going to have bouts where they do not see their menstrual cycle. So you could go a whole year and not see a cycle, and it doesn't mean that you have gone through menopause. It simply means you have hormonal imbalance. So scientifically and statistically, sorry, gynecologists would say you have to consistently not see a menstrual cycle for 24 months. And usually that is an indication that you have gone through menopause, usually. But I know of instances with women who haven't seen their menstrual cycle in 2-3 years, and then after they came to us and we did cleanses and detox, and then the period came. That could happen. Because once you have hormonal imbalance, which is so easy and so common in so many women today, especially because of the food and the stress levels that these women have to deal with on a regular basis, could actually cause that whole situation. So that's something to pay very close attention to. We have a question.
And this is about body cleanse. What can you use for a body cleanse? And another question, what are the benefits of Santolan?
Well, of course, well, that's the answer itself there. Santolan is the cleanse. Why Santolan? Santolan is a 7-channel detox. I have over 10 years experience with that product, personally. Well, over 15 years experience personally, and maybe about 13, 14 years in the market, actually selling the products to individuals. And that has afforded me the opportunity to know how the product interact with a lot of persons. Santolan is one of the safest cleanses you could use under proper directives. It's a 7-channel detox, so it cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. What does that mean? It means that most cleanses don't do that. You have like a colon cleanse, a liver cleanse, a kidney cleanse, a gallbladder cleanse, but you don't get a cleanse that cleans everything. And not only that, does it fairly scheduled. So the thing is, it is not an inconvenience. You know, most cleanses are inconveniences. You'd have to stay home a week or 2 weeks. Not with Santolan. I use Santolan and work. A lot of our clients, once you drink that Santolan, we tell you like about 5 p.m., you don't have a problem. You're going to get a bowel movement either late in the night or early in the morning. So if you know you have to work you get up from 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you could use your Santolan and get your cleanse and be healthy and not wait until you get a holiday. So if you never get a holiday, you'll never take a clean out. Well, that's why you're sick. All this arthritis pain you have and all these headaches, what do you think that means? You need some Santolan. So feel free to give us a call. Check out our Santolan, our Alkagen water, premium alkaline water, which we have available at all our locations. Keep in mind those locations, and we do have our special. Keep in mind our engine promotion, that engine promotion special. As I said, for all the mechanics, so if you have a mechanic shop, if you're a straightener, a painter, you're a welder, you have a garage, and you're interested in Batson Associates coming, we could do a little presentation. That entire promotion is gathered around education and helping persons. And I mean, yes, it's business we're doing. And, you know, we have employees and whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, but, you know, I tell persons this, and this is something I really mean. You know, with all my heart, I tell people, even if it is, you don't come to me for whatever reason, because I do think, I mean, I try to be a nice person, but I don't think everybody will like me. And I mean, that's fair enough. I accept that. Yeah, believe me, I do. That's something that stopped bothering me a long time now. But the point I'm making is, whether you like me or not, at least the information that I offer to you, at least take it and do some kind of cleanse. So even if it's not Batson Associates cleanse for whatever reason, do something, please. Because I have seen too many persons, I tell you, all the male clients that I'm dealing currently, or the majority of them, who have problems with prostate cancer, are men who worked in those industries that we're trying to help. Please, please, please. Listen to me. I don't know if you ever, and this is not me trying to get, let me watch my time properly. How are we going? Okay, good. I don't know if you ever see anybody with cancer. I mean, disease is disease. Diabetes could cause some havoc. Cardiovascular disease and things like asthma, I have the most amount of respect for, because I don't want to feel, I don't know how people with asthma just make out. You feel like somebody's saying on your chest, I can't breathe. If you want to see me start to get on and scamper like a madman, let me not be able to breathe. Right? So things like asthma, cardiovascular problems like stroke and those type of things, I think those are terrible ways to go. And of course, I am not the divine or claim to be a divine, but the point is that whether you believe in some sort of divine entity, you would realize that life is life, and you know, life is to be enjoyed at some point in time. I mean, we all may have to die, yes, but I mean, it's the way. Why suffer and you can't breathe, you can't eat, you can't. No. I find that's too much of drama. I just wish I could fall asleep and I just didn't get up and I don't know what happened. I could deal with that. Yeah, we have a call.
I have a question. Yeah. So what do you recommend for fingernail fungus?
Well, fingernail fungus could be treated topically, but you have to treat it internally. So you're going to have to get alkagen water, santulan, silver with mineral formula, and topically you could use something like coconut oil mixed with tea tree oil. That's going to help topically. But internally, funguses, nail funguses that take so long to go and don't ever go, is not only on your nails. It is internal. That's gastrointestinal. It has some liver, some kidneys could be mixed up inside of that mix there. Okay, so alkagen water, santulan, silver with mineral formula, advanced chlorophyll is also good as well. And those things put together is not pricey. You could spend, I mean, I don't call figures, but you could spend a 600, I mean, to get rid of a fungus over a period of time. That's not too bad.
Okay, so
yes.
We have another question. We have another question for you before we wrap up. What causes numbness and tingling in the toes? Sometimes I swear it's like ants running over my skin, and it's painful.
Well, that is indicative of, or sounds very close to, what is known as neuropathy. Now, a lot of people get neuropathy, which is damage to the nerves as a result. As a result of that, you have this numbness, this pins and needles, cramping in your calves, burning under your feet, that type of thing. So it means that you're going to be in a situation where that circulation needs to be worked on. We're working assiduously on getting back circulation tea. We do have teas in stock, but circulation is lacking. Of course, that finishes before everything else, right? So it's just a matter of getting that back. And when we get it back, you know, that's something you could use. The silver with mineral formula is also good. The alkagen water is also good. Balanced circulation is also good as well. So you could feel free to call. The number you could use, that telephone number, 222-8261. That's 222-8261. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some information regarding that vitamin K2, that question. So next week, I'll be talking about vitamin K2 as it relates to menstrual cycle and that type of thing. Divine Daughter, so I will answer your question. Let me say, of course, to the listeners on 103.1 FM, always a pleasure to be in your company. As we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless. Until next week, do enjoy the rest of your Thursday morning. Karen, always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Same here. Thank you so much. You've been listening to a special segment brought to you by Batson and Associates, supporting health naturally with Dr. Jason Batson. That was a paid program. The views expressed within were not those of 103.1 FM.
Good. So with our listeners, that street actually is Muniram Street, M-O-N-E-R-A-M. Muniram Street in St. James is where you'll find the St. James office. Okay, keep in mind our remaining programs. Today, we will be on 106.1 FM, which is Freedom. This is from 1:15 to 2. I remember. And we'll be on DJ Mamu Radio, TT.com from 2:15 to 3:15. So you could join us there. Let me just ask a question. Dr. Batson, I am one of your patients. I need an urgent appointment for a family member who has a high blood pressure. She went to the doctor and her pressure is 195 over 130. Can you please see her this week? Miss Tyson, which office are you requesting that she be seen? You'll have to let me know where she located and I would fit her in. That is not a problem. Okay, Miss Grace Williams says, yes, Santulan is the best cleanser. I'm speaking from experience. Thank you so very much. No, I'm going to answer all. I will let me see. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Valerie Andrews, Mr. Tara Lutchman. She says, good morning to you, Dr. Batson, your staff and followers. Always interesting segments. Continued blessings as you help many, many people locally, regionally, and internationally. Oh, thank you so very much for that. Okay. So again, that telephone number 222-8261. Keep in mind we will be on from 1:15 to 2 with Freedom 106.1 FM, and then of course we go over to djmamuradiott.com, where we'll be dealing with DJ Mamu from 2:15 to 3:15. Honeybay says, good morning, Doc. Ms. Judith really take her time and make you know. Thank you so very much. Well, Honeybay make me laugh there, girl. You know, Lord, good morning, Shakil and all the little mouse.
This one not touched me yet.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Lord, viewers, nothing but love, good vibes and blessings. Same to you, my darling. Debbie Nato says, good morning. I'm trying to get some of your products, and they are saying it is out of stock. Okay, Miss Nato, I apologize for that, but message again and let them know what it is you want, and I'll follow up with it now, please. Okay?
One more question.
Okay, yes.
She popped on the screen in a minute. I need 2 questions.
Ms. Alison Rose, I would like you to talk a little about arthritis in the throat and how can one control or cure it. My aunt is 86 and is suffering. That's the prognosis. We thought it's from the vaccines. Whoa, okay. Well, I can definitely help with it. You can get arthritis anywhere in the body that has musculoskeletal, you know, aspects, right? And your throat, of course, is one. I can help. What I would suggest, there's a product that we use. I'll be honest with you. I mean, compared price-wise, it's a little more on the expensive side. It is a collagen with hyaluronic acid. So I'll tell you why I like this product. Collagen, but the product is a liquid collagen, and it is also like a pre-digested. Now, don't get worried. What that simply means is that collagen's ability to digest in the body is very difficult. There are so many pathways that it has to get correct and that type of thing. So because it's a hydrolyzed rather collagen, and it's collagen and hyaluronic acid, it works really good for really bad arthritis, people who have debilitating pain and those type of things. So that is something I recommend. It's liquid, so it's easy for her to take, and it could last anywhere, based on the seriousness of the prognosis, at least a month to 6 weeks. Pushing it maybe 2 months, but I think 2 months might be a little too much. It could last, I believe, based on the prognosis here, at least a month. And we could, of course, make some recommendations within there. And I believe we can help with that situation. Okay? Yes.
Can we get one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
For now.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Dr. Batson. Do you have anything to help with sinus? Yeah, man. Silver with mineral formula, advanced chlorophyll, optimizer, alkagen water, santulan as well, because you're going to have to do some sort of cleanse. So. Okay.
And the lady said thanks. She will place them orders.
Okay, you're very, very welcome. Okay, guys, so I'm taking a break here. Keep in mind, we'll be back from 1:15 to 2:15, where we will, 1:15 to 2, Freedom 106.5 FM. And yes, Ms. Rose says, thank you, we'll order it. No problem. Let them know it's the collagen with hyaluronic acid you would like to have. Okay? Okay, guys, so again, as we always say at Batson Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. And remember that street in St. James is Muniram Street. Muniram Street. Okay, and the telephone number for the St. James office is 220-8113. Again, that's 220-8113. Shogunas is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is 223-7515. Keep in mind, we also do cancer protocols. So if you know someone who has cancer and they're suffering away, please, at least a consultation or at least some advice we could give them to help themselves instead of just wasting away. So God bless you guys. Always a pleasure to be in your company, and look forward to seeing you later. Take care. Bye-bye.